Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Here we go. Go to 54, 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Kill. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Go. Get out there. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now Ito Smith. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike 54.
Hey, ball.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, 47. Tighten up. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike, here we go. Go ahead, Mike, 5-4. Who that? Under. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Watch that. There we go, kill. Mike 54. Mike 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's checking crap. Watch the edge.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's get off the field. Go, get out there. It's just me. Go. Go to 54, line in. Swear, hey, 47. We're going to 54, line in. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
47. That's it. Mike's 40. Watch the screen. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You can go to 54, line in. 26.
Elliott running right. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Hey, kill. 47. Check 13. Check. We're going to 54, line in. Under.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Aguilar has him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Check three. Check the hot read.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check. Watch 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Mine's 54. Watch 26. Here we go. 26.
Prescott now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one. Mike spot 9.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
We're going to 54. Line in.
Mike 40. Mike 40.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. 40, come on.
And let's get this. Get this.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go. 58, right over.
Go. Get out there. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right here.
Trubisky will throw. Completes it to Miller. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
180.
Mike 54.
Hey, alert.
On 1st down, Smith. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I got one.
Move.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Alert.
Go. Check it back.
Here's Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Big stop. Let's go. Kill. We're going to 54. Line in.
Final play of the half. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Over into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Kill. Swerve, hey. Not today, you want. Not today.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check. Watch 54. We're going to 54. Line in. We go 46. SOS. Switch. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. Miller with first down and more. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. 27.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught by Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Line in. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Check 26. Check 52. Kill. Switch. Here we go. Kill. Under. Pop. 36.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. I'm here all day. Hey, 7. 58 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The throw complete, Trubisky to Miller, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Crunch time, defense. Jim, lock in. Hey, 1 set. Check right, 54. Right, Jim.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check.
Here we go now with Smith. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, kick the egg. 26. 54.
To throw is Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 46.
43-yard line.
47.
Mike 54. Let's get some penetration here. Penetration. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, 47.
Come on, QB.
26.
Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54. Come on. We're going to 54. Right here. 54.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Watch twist. Go. Get out there. Get out there.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Get up. 180.
Mike 54.
Hey, 18.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Get up. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, D. Get there.
Red, come.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Check. He's coming.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check. Lucky. Sweat today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
Touchdown, Chicago! Ito Smith, 84 yards as the Bears push further out in front.